Happy Monday, Moon Day. We're doing mini love reads. So if you guys are new here, mini love reads, um, we pretty much do like half price love reads. So $25 for a love spread or 22 for just two love questions or love topic. You don't have to have a person, okay? You could be single, no crushes, none of that, um, and still participate. So the live remains up. So once the live is over, all the names, everyone that had purchased a reading during the live, I put their names in the description box with a timestamp next to their name so they can come back and watch this live whenever they want to. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Um, yeah. So it goes in the exact order as I receive your payments. We don't do the skipping the line stuff and all that. We don't do that. We just focus on, or we just put the names in the order as I receive your submissions, like your reading. Make sure, let me adjust this. Make sure that if you are getting a reading that you leave in the notes section. If you're asking about anybody, make sure that you leave that person's name in the description. Um, however, if you don't have a person, just let me know like what you're, that you're single, or if you're asking the two questions, the $22 two question thing, that you leave your questions or your topics in the notes section of your payment option. I never say the person's name that you're asking about on the live. That stays confidential between me and you. Now, if you want to remain anonymous, let me know. Or you want to go by a nickname or your username or, a initial or something, let me know. As long as you're able to identify yourself in the description box, the list and all of that when the reading is over, that's all that matters. So let me make sure that I can hear myself. Okay, I can. Okay. Okay, we're good. So where were we? Okay. So we are live. And I've put the names in the chat already of those who've already purchased the reading so far. If you're interested, the list is still open. If you click on that black bubble in the chat, it will expand. So $25 for a mini personal love spread or $22 for two love questions. Okay. You can either shoot that to my Cash App, which my Cash App username is also linked in the chat and also in the description. It is $ Walu Child Readings, or my PayPal, which you can click the link. It'll take you directly there. Okay. Show the live some love, you guys. Okay. So these are straight to the point reads, but if you want something more in depth, you can always book with me on my website. A phone reading or an audio recorded reading. If you have any questions about my services, don't be shy. Feel free to reach out and ask whatever you like to ask. Okay. So let's clear. Cleanse and clear the energy. Okay. All right. Divine Source God, my angels, my ancestors, I thank you for your presence. Known and unknown, thank you for coming through and providing us protection in ways that we know not of. Our guardian angels, we also thank you. Divine Source God, we thank you above all else. Our ancestors, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so yeah. Um, let's see. The list. We got Briana, Alexis, Monica, Anonymous F so far. Okay. Alrighty, I think we are ready. Okay, we cast down all vain imaginations, false guidances, false prophecies. We bind and we block it from trying to come through this message of this reading. Give us the utmost insight and clarity that we need beyond what we seek. Ask for permission to tap into the parties involved only for the sake of what I have permission to know and to see. Let me make sure my deck is in the upright. I should have did this earlier. I'm gonna make sure they're all upright first before I start my reading. Yeah. Give me divine wisdom to see only what you allow me to know and to see. Source God. We cast out familiar spirits, trickster spirits, aligned spirits that may try to come through and confuse, deceive. We bind you, we block you from coming through this reading. May our warrior spirits guide us and protect us and cover us. Bring forth wisdom and truth and insight and clarity. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just making sure they're all upright. All right. I can't wait. Okay, they're all upright. Okay, good. Okay. Hey, Celestial, how are you? Okay. First person, it's Briana. Your timestamp is, I can't see. Is that a 6 or 8? See, I can't see. 6:14. Okay. All right. All right. So I know you wanted 2 general guidance questions. All right. All right, Briana and her first person in question spirit. What is the general energy surrounding this connection? What does she need to know? What is the general energy surrounding the connection? What do you want her to know? Her divine team, his divine team. That gives us permission to tap in. Hey sis. Okay, cards flew out. You came just in time. I just started your reading. Okay. You got 6, no. You got 7 cards. 7 cards that wanted to come out. Okay. I feel like they are serious. Like they want to. I heard settle down, but I'm not getting like right away. Like they want to settle down with someone just quite yet. But that is, they do want this. They may be more serious in regards to their love life. Yeah. I feel like they've had some type of shift in the way that they think or the way that they see love and relationships due to the different types of like partners. I see some level of maturity. I see progression as far as like emotionally opening up more. Like I feel like this person with the Page of Cups could have been the type of person that didn't feel like it was safe to open up. Didn't feel like they may have thought that approaching love in a certain way or emotionally like just being in flow, being honest, being open, vulnerable, was just kind of foolish, unsafe, delusional even, or their feelings are not something that they should always pay attention to. Like, oh, it's just emotion. This is something delusional. This isn't anything based off of any weight. I also feel like the type of partner that they may have been into in the past was like kind of, it's like kind of bossy, sassy, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. More so like a, kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting like a not mean girlish, but they lacked emotional vulnerability as well. If they were expressing themselves, it was more so like a neediness, a codependency. It was not coming from a healthy place. So they didn't have that type of dynamic exchange like with healthy emotional, you know. Hey Lonnie, yeah, I have room. It's still open. Yeah, the list is still open. Um, Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry, Briana. Give me 1 second. me become. Yeah, that's horrible. Oh, God. Anyway. Okay. All right, my bad, boo. Okay. So, what I'm getting is, like, right now, there's more of a maturity when it comes to love. And, like, I feel like they see you as also matured or maturing in a way, like, since initially when they first met you, there's some things that maybe they saw qualities of, like, some level of, like, where maybe you seem kind of closed off, or like you, not a man eater vibe, what's the right word, like kind of just like a woman that not looking for anything serious and kind of look at men as just like disposable. But also there's like a side to you that was very sweet in a way. I feel like they see you as, they see you in a light of, I feel, beyond maybe what you see yourself. And this energy with the star, I feel like they see you as somebody that is coming out of your shell, since they known you as well. Like, you're not the same person. There's something about you that is leveled emotionally or matured. So they do want some type of forward movement too. They do want to birth something, because I feel like they're in the space for it more. So they're more receptive. They're more open because of where their heart is. Okay. Where their heart stature is concerned. Let me see. Spirit, what is the energy? Briana's situation. Yeah. You could be, hold on. The reason why you're seeing this person's name lately a lot is because I feel like there is like a focus around, yes, it could be like him coming forward and wanting to express himself, because I feel like that energy with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. But it's more so maybe something they want you to pay attention to about him, and it's how he's presenting himself, or something like transformative, or like giving you a heads up. So I feel like around this time there's something that's affecting him energetically that's, I don't know, it seems transformative, emotionally more open. Something that he's doing that's showing you, like, I guess, like on display. Okay. Yeah. Because the future tense energy on this card, it says transformation of fight to compassion. So instead of like that fight or flight energy, it's kind of grounding into a compassionate, more open, more vulnerable energy. So you have Moon Dreamer, love illuminates even the darkest of corners, cycle, knowing, hope, magic within, create space for personal growth and self-discovery, learn, shift, and evolve. This is possibly going to resonate with you personally for yourself, like where you're at with love. But I feel like this is kind of confirming what I was picking up about his energy. The transformation that he's going through, being more aware, a lot of clearing, even shifting, evolving, learning. All right, so let's ask about the other person. We're going to close this thing out with this one. Spirit, thank you. Okay, that's our permission to tap into this next dynamic with this person in question. This ex-coworker. Okay, the ex-coworker. What's his energy? And Briana, what does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does Briana need to know about? I need to get my nails done. This is ridiculous, child. I can't. My little nubby nubs. Okay, so. Okay, you got 6 cards. Do. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like they miss you, like in the other space. Because I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like that's community. And it could be work, your pentacles, where you stack your coins. I feel like they miss you in that other location, in that other environment. They are, with the Hermit card, they might have been guided to, like, it's not, I don't, yeah. I'm not getting anything like weird from them, like negative or like they on some bullshit. Like other than the fact that they didn't say anything to you, they just showed up. It's kind of like a cop out. I feel like this person didn't really have a clear plan or anything to express. Maybe this person felt kind of overwhelmed. Like they knew that, okay, I want to like check in on this person. And maybe they were led to. I feel like their motivations were positive. It was positively intended. Um, hey Mars, hey sis. But they, once it came down to it, like the opportunity maybe to do something or say hi to you or like, you know, get a conversation going, they, something happened. Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, like it was like a block there. Maybe this person felt like they were kind of stupid, or if I do or say something, but they made themselves look even more weird. So yeah, with the Fool card, to me that feels like there was something they wanted to do. They felt led, maybe a little bit open. Hey Sid. Yeah, the list is still open. Yeah, they fell flat on their face because I feel like they did come intended to, yeah, to not only just check in on you genuinely, because they do miss your presence at the other space, the other location. Yeah, they wanted to like say something, come towards you. And I'm noticing like this knight looks like he's kind of hiding behind his shields. Like, yeah, so whatever they initially like wanted to do or thought about doing, Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, like they blocked themselves from doing it, held themselves back because they thought that if I do, or I look stupid. But like I said, they ended up looking weird in the end anyway. Aw, thank you. Okay, yeah, let me know, sis. Just email me or you can DM me. Yeah, the chat is okay. Thank you, Sydney. Yeah, everybody's in the room. Everybody in the house. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's see. Yeah, like that was his way of trying to see what you've been up to. But instead of like talking to you, like I said, he was in his own way. Let's see, what's the energy around Briana and this ex-coworker? What is the energy? Winding road. The journey of discovery leads to deeper connection, detours, adventure, and new. So yeah, it's just like you said, he could have went to another location closer, but something made him feel like he felt led to go, like he genuinely wanted to. The energy been thick, like Robin Thicke. No, it's like I don't know. I feel like he was supposed to like go there, but he had. It's like this. Like spirit opened the door for this person to go check on you and talk to you potentially. Like I don't feel like you would be opposed to it completely, but granted, like he fell flat on his face. Like he did not rise to the occasion. He got in his own way with the detours, adventure, and new. Like this could have went in a positive direction. I feel he made it weird. He made it awkward. Yeah, but genuinely speaking, yeah, I feel like he really wanted to check. It's not weirdo energy. I don't get that. I don't feel like it's weird intended. Um, I do get a little bit of immaturity there. Of course, you know, there's what you know already. But yeah, and on top of that, the Knight of Pentacles to me is like a good guy. Like out of The Knights, I would say he's probably the most realistic, more real, authentic, down to earth, genuine. And then the Knight of Cups, maybe, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, sis. I hope that made sense or confirms or clarifies some things. Let me update the list real quick. Okay. All right, Eloni and Sid. So Eloni, where we at? We have, you'll be 5 on the list after Anonymous F, and then Sid after Eloni, person 6 on the list. Okay. All right, so Alexis, you're up next. So Divine Source Guide, we close all energies. We send love, light, and peace to Briana and all of her parties of interest. Love, light, and peace as well. Wherever they are in the world, past, present, or future, known and unknown spaces and time, may they be divinely covered by the light forevermore. Ashe. Amen. So it is. Okay. Alexis, you have a full, you're going to do the love spread. Okay. All right, so let's get your timestamp. Alexis, I cannot see. 2130 is your timestamp. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a love spread for you. Let's see where the energy's on. Thank you, Divine Source God, for your divine wisdom. Ask for permission to tap into Alexis and her person of interest energy only for the sake of what you allow us to know and to see in regards to their connection. Okay. All right, I'll save my cards for the end. So I'm gonna start with your energy. Let's see what I pick up from you. So you feel like this person, and it could be like recent past, like something triggered this that made you feel or makes you feel or believe that this person is not trustworthy in a way. Like maybe not like in a sense of them dating or talking to other people, but just like they're not reliable. Like you may feel like in the past they ran from this at times, or they were very irresponsible, not taking accountability, not showing up equally. Because I feel like at present you are kind of like upset, or disappointed in some kind of way with this person, maybe even confused. Maybe what's upsetting you is you feel like you're kind of stuck in the middle. You're confused. You don't know what's real, what's true. Yeah, like is what this person, like this person's attitude, their, like you're trying to figure out what's their motivations. You're not clear on what their motivations are. I feel like that's what's frustrating to you, is you don't know what their motivations are. So I can understand how that is triggering. Um, yeah, because I don't feel like this person's intentions are negative towards you, but there is a lot of it could just be like their own personal issues is getting in the way, like as far as like their own emotional issues, like their capacity to show up in the way that you deserve. You're welcome, sis. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like this person is not doing anything really like to hurt you or spite you or sneaky. I just feel like this person is not. How to explain this? I'll put it like this. Like, a person can be a good man or good woman, but not necessarily be ready for what you're ready for. And it doesn't make them a bad person. It just means like they're not in the space. And whether they have the opportunity, which I feel like they do, they have the free will choice whether they're going to work through whatever their issues are for the connection, if they're up for it, if they're up to it. Just like you have free will and whether or not this is something you're willing to stick around for. I feel like that's where it's kind of being left at. But just looking at your energy, this situation, it's challenging for you right now, but I feel like you are going to leave the situation with better clarity, maybe more better boundaries. And if it's not leaving the connection completely, it's just like whatever the conflict is, I see you in a way handling it far better than what you think or the outcome for you. And that's only because of maybe a shift in the way that you see things and the wisdom or something with healthier boundaries. Because I feel like this person genuinely does care about you and they may continue to want to be in your life. I don't see this person leaving your life anytime soon because I feel like you guys are going to kind of play this back and forth game with each other, or this dance, until you guys are very clear and you make clear cut decisions, because it's like the opportunity to clear cut, delete, whatever, speak up for what it is that needs to be done. The opportunity is there, but it's almost like you guys are not taking the opportunity to take your sword and do what you will with it. But I do feel like for you, potentially, like, again, you're going to come out with a wiser perspective, healthier boundaries. Okay, let's see. What is this person's message to Alexis and their truth and their heart and vulnerability that they want her to know, that we have permission to know? Thank you. What is this? Card flew out. Okay, yeah, this person's never experienced unconditional love. So I feel like they don't know what to do with someone that really loves them. They may not know how to respond to that. They may have to work through their own issues of inadequacy or whatever else. Because the Four of Cups tells me like this person has some emotional blockages. What was it? Yes, Spirit is saying yes. Gonna confirm that. Let's see, what else? Beyond compare, don't compare your love to anyone else's. It's unique, special, blessed, and divine. So yeah, your connection might have to work through like a lot of constructs, like fixed energy, like, oh, it can only go this way and love has to be like this, and this could be their mindset as well. Like, this needs to be broken, whatever this energy is. Let's see what else. One more. Beyond our beloved wisdom, it says love is a choice you make every day, so choose wisely, conscious, aware, and renew. Yeah, it's up to you both. There's no set outcome, because it's like Spirit is saying the energy's here, do what you will with it. Not every connection is perfect, no, but and this I'm not seeing anything like toxic and dark and heavy. It's like two human beings that are humans, and they do what they do. They have their own, fears and insecurities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make it work. You can. It's a choice. It's like, are you going to show up for it? Or you can decide whether this is not something you want to show up for. That's the point. Like, that's your choice. That's your free will. Yeah. Maybe you need to get to a certain place where you take yourself out of like taking it personal, like this person's like their actions solely as a personal thing, like, oh, this person's doing this to me, or they're doing this because it's me. Not necessarily. A lot of what I feel like this person does that disappoints you is based off of their own lack of emotional, like the capacity to show up emotionally. I don't feel like they're completely void of emotions or that they're emotionally unavailable per se, but it's like the capacity to show up is not as full as yours. Does that make sense? Okay, So maybe you might need to come to that conclusion, that realization to some degree to get to that Queen of Swords energy, that place of wisdom and understanding and implementing those healthy boundaries and making that wise decision, whatever the decisions are that you'll feel called to make. All right, so let's close this thing down. Miss Alexis, I'm sending you much love, sis. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. Okay, so Divine Source God, we send love, light, and peace to Alexis and her person of interest. May they be divinely covered and protected in every space and time, past, present, and future, known and unknown spaces and realms. Amen and Ashe. I cannot. Okay. Okay. They just. It is peaceful sometimes when certain people are not here and they just add like this energy that needs to just go. Like you got to go. What happened? Okay, anywho. Um, all right, so Monica says you're up next. You wanted to do a love spread about your divine partner slash future spouse. Okay, so Monica, time step 3147. Okay. All right, so let's tap in to your divine partner, future spouse energy. Okay. Let's see where your energy is. Energy, divine source God, thank you for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for Monica in regards to her divine counterpart or her slash future spouse. What is her energy? And her future spouse's energy again. Yeah, I feel like they usually feel very adamant about letting you know that there is someone for you. Like they want you to know that. Like your divine team wants you to know that. So your energy in regards to your person or just love, marriage, all of that, like your life partner, you may have come to some conclusions that maybe that you weren't exactly ready or you're learning or that you need to learn maybe not so much about marriage per se, like from a traditional standpoint, but just like how could you contribute? Like what would you contribute to your marriage? What do you feel like would make a harmonious connection? How would you work through challenges together? It's like those different layers and those different components as a partner. What are you looking for? What do you feel like makes a healthy partner or husband or someone that you would want to do life with? It's like those questions. Maybe in the past you didn't really think too much of it. You just like, I just know I want to get married, and it's like this fantasy. Because I feel like there's a like more of a wiser energy. You may like have come to witness, maybe seeing through the eyes of other people's experiences. Like it gave you more of an open mind. It opened your eyes, your heart a little bit more to like realistic things. Like, okay, maybe I was being a little bit irrational or, two heads up in the clouds or not seeing this from the most mature standpoint and or like, okay, love is not always meant to hurt. Like these couples, if they can work through this, anybody can work through. That's real love. That's true love. It's something that something with marriage, I feel like, has opened your eyes, and maybe even your own romantic experiences that you're gathering clarity and wisdom about. Yeah, because I feel like you want to give to a connection that is going to be substantial, not just feel good to you, but you want something that on the days that you don't feel good or your person doesn't feel good, will we be able to still show up for each other when the romance is not there, when it's not all mushy gushy ushy? Like, are we going to be able to still show up, have that stable foundation, trust each other, you know, rely, be there? Is it going to be reliable? Looking at your person, why is my throat trying to get ashy all of a sudden? Looking at your person's energy, it's funny that the moon and the sun are in the same spread together, which I feel like speaks about the confirmation again that you do have a person, someone that will be that light in your life, and vice versa, you be a light in theirs, but you also may reveal to each other's shadows, highlight them. I feel like your person is kind of like, they're trying to keep the faith. They may be a little bit tired when it comes to the love, you know, love department. I feel like this person has been seeking or trying to find something positive to go up, like to go, not go after, but like maybe go after, because I didn't mean to say that, but that's what came out. So they're trying to look forward to love, like put their best foot forward, stay optimistic, maybe try different things, different methods to meeting people and things like that. But right now with the King of Pentacles, I feel like they're at a place where they've gotten a little bit more secure in themselves, where they're not so much seeking and searching for something. I feel like they're more so focused on, could be like their environment, their world around them, could be like business or career, their home life, their future, like retirement. Like this person could be very focused on managing their finances for their future. Yeah, I feel like this person's future oriented. Like they have to, like they're very focused on the stability of that, like the longevity of maybe their financial situation, or they're thinking ahead of, you know, their assets and homes and things like that, maybe buying a home. You have Justice and the Knight of Swords that came out together. They understand that, because they might have been a little bit bitter in regards to like past situations. Like they understand that not everything is going to always go rule in their favor in the way that they think that it should. Sometimes the things that we feel like are unfair are actually protection and blessings, right? Rejection is protection. You know that saying. So they will come to that awareness that the things that they strive for maybe in their youth as a knight, that they were choosing and going after was not truly in alignment. And they could come to this conclusion during Libra season with Justice and the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is Libra energy. But yeah, you do have a person, like your divine team is letting you know that you do have someone. And this person will be revealed to you. There's things hidden about this person that you're not supposed to know and see. Like it's not something that is necessary to know everything, every detail, maybe the identity of your person. Let's see, this person in their heart, what is their message to their life partner in their heart that they would want to share with her, that divine source gives permission for Monica to know and to see? Like, it's their energy, the message towards their life partner, Monica's person. Okay. So they want you to keep them in your prayers. Like this could be someone that does pray a lot. They may pray for you. Like I know people that prayed for their partners before they even met, like their future spouse. Like they didn't have to know who they were yet. They just, you know, sent that intention out into the universe, like to cover their person. Or I had a friend that used to do that. She said she would pray for her husband. Like she would pray that he'd have a good day, that he'd be protected, and that's very sweet and endearing. Like you don't have to know your person because you guys are already connected. It's already ordained, whether you know of them yet or not. So they might pray for you and they want you to, you know, pray for them. I talk about you to only those who truly matter. So they talk about their desires for what they want in a partner and their life mate, their concerns, you know, their hopes, their dreams, their fears around this. They talk about that to those that they trust, that they have an intimate relationship with. Because on the outside world, people might see this person as like very put together, like may look at them as someone that may have already, you know, have suitors already or people that they're talking to or dating. I feel like your person's single at the moment. I don't know. I feel that. I don't feel like they're in a situation or dealing with somebody. I'm not getting that. Seem like they're really, truly, authentically, like, focused on themselves. Like, yeah. Let's see. What's the advice? 2 cards. Okay. You have crossing over and pure passion. Crossing over says bridge the gap between your hearts with trust, belief, safe, and returning. Pure passion says turn your intense feelings into a love that endures, sustain, transform, stable. So you guys are connected, already connected. But it's like, because there's no people in this card, it just feels like an energetic connection. Like you don't know each other yet. You haven't been formally introduced or met or anything like that, but the energy, you guys are connected. And Spirit wants you to believe that you guys will come together. That all is well with that. And I know that that's like the cliche thing to hear, and it's like, okay, well, when is it gonna come? I'm so tired of hearing that. But you know, it is what it is. Keep that passion, that light on for love, that desire, that love that you desire. Keep that in your heart, because I do feel that that balance between, I don't know, these look like Skittles in a jar. And why would they be on fire or whatever? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess the metaphor, from what I'm getting intuitively, like, even though there's a flame in this jar of candy, it's not melting. So the sweetness, the maybe the childlike energy, the high, the sugar high that we get, right? That sweetness, that joy, that childlike playfulness, it doesn't burn out. Like, your connection is not going to burn out. Okay. Hey, yeah, the list is still open. All right, so let's close your reading out, Monica. I hope that this was helpful, insightful, maybe confirms things that you already felt or know, answer some questions that you already had in your mind and your heart around this topic. So as always, I'm sending you much love, divine source guide. We send love, light, and peace and harmony and balance to Monica and wherever her future spouse, her life partner is and exists, that any plane of existence, past, present, and future, known and unknown spaces, that they are forevermore divinely covered and protected. Amen and ashe. So it is. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. I appreciate you. Enjoy your week, the rest of your week. Take care. Be safe. Okay. All right. Sure. Let's see, where are we? Anonymous F, Eloni, Sid. If anyone else is interested, the list is very much still open. So let's get our timestamp for Anonymous F. I cannot see, child. I can't see that. What does that say? 43:47. Okay. All right, sis. First question, y'all. Okay, so you want to know what to expect for this week, any romantic connection or vibes? If so, what is it looking like this week for you? Second question, not really a love question, but associate of yours. Want to know what would come from this. Could this be something to do, something to learn from it, or it could be something that is... Okay. All right. All right, let's see. First question. What to expect this week in any romantic connection or vibe? See energy around this week. Any love energies? Let's see. 6 of Wands. King of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. I get some type of attention that may come from someone that either you have feelings for, or someone that is genuine in their approach. Like they're genuinely, if they're paying you compliments, they're being genuine. They're not trying to flatter you and fluff you to get in your drawers and things like that. I don't get that from this. This feels like somebody that's sincere. Um, yeah, the Six of Wands and Nine of Pentacles, this feels like somebody giving you some level of attention. Shooting a shot maybe, or and like I said, it could be a person that either you have some type of feelings for, and or you both have feelings for each other. Um, or just like the basis, like I said, I feel like whatever the attention is, whatever the compliments are, the flattery, it is genuine. Okay? It's a genuine exchange, intention, not getting anything, like just trying to get at you. Yeah, there's one person in particular I feel like that, like if you're someone, because even if you're somebody that gets a lot of attention already anyway, let's say like on social media or something, like, or you walk into a workplace and all the men is looking at you, like even if you get a lot of attention daily, there's somebody that's going to stand out to you though. Like at least one person. This person's going to stand out. Yeah, this person's going to stand out to you. Let me clarify this with the love card and see if there's anything else. Thank you, Spirit, for divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet Symphony, harmonize the notes with both passion and devotion, unity, rhythm, and peace. Okay. Could be something connected to like music. Oh. I'm hearing Bobby Valentino, Slow Down. So that type of energy. Okay, I'm going to pull another. Safe haven. Go where you feel seen, heard, and understood. Retreat, shelter, relief. Yeah, somebody that's genuinely like sees you and interested. This doesn't feel like a fuckboy type of energy at all. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing around that. Ooh, sorry. This microphone thing. I'm sorry. I pulled the cord. I keep doing that. I got to pull it on this side of the table so I can stop doing that. Okay. So second question you want to know, this associate, this business thing, is it of your highest good? Let's see. This business opportunity or proposal that was presented to her is, let's see what the energy is around it. This associate, this business associate, what's the energy around it? Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. You might be skeptical of it. The Spirit is saying you got to balance out the heart and the mind. Because, like, it could be a part of you is, like, open. Yeah, see, the Page of Swords is the head. The heart is the Queen of Cups, Five of Wands. You might feel like there might be a little bit of a fight. I wouldn't say yes to it right away. Like, if you can sit with it for a little bit, don't jump, into an answer right, real quick. Sit with it for a second, because I feel like your mind and your heart are saying two different things. They're conflicting. And I feel like Spirit wants you to be in a clear space to, give the proper, not really the proper answer, like how it sounds, but just like, are you sure in your convictions what your choice or your decision is? Yeah. You're going to have to trust your intuition, and I feel like your intuition might be a little bit cloudy by a perception. It may not be that you're skeptical of the person itself, but maybe the opportunity. Maybe you're like, if I do this, is this going to conflict with something else? Like, there's things that you're, because I don't feel like it's against the person that presented it to you, but I feel like it's something around maybe the opportunity that you feel like, down the line, will this work for me? Will it be good enough? Will it be something that gets in the way? Or is it going to demand something that I may not be ready for? Like, it's okay to sit with this. And I feel like this person is giving you the space to do that. Like I said, I don't feel like you're looking at her any kind of way. It feels like just the longevity of whatever you're being offered, or what the effects of it is going to be on your life. That's what you're concerned about. And you're not in a space to make a clear decision yet. Like, I'm getting Yeah, that heart and the mind needs to be balanced. Okay. So they're not telling me whether or not it's a good or bad thing, because I'm not getting that it is a bad thing. Um, it's really based off, I feel like it's a free will thing here. With all these court cards, it's really dependent upon your perception of it, and what benefit do you believe it brings in your life. Based off of the proposal that you've been given, maybe ask a little bit more questions if you have concerns. Like, don't be afraid to go a little bit deeper into your concerns and ask those questions. But based off of what's being presented to you, it's like, sit with those things. Does this sound like something you really would want to invest in? Because that's really the decision, is based off of how you feel about it. Not so much like, because as you know, when it comes to work, when it comes to business, things shift, even if we don't plan for it to. So it's like, it's not always going to be rainbows and sunshines. It's not always going to be doom and gloom. So it's like, what are you willing to show up for? That's really where the decision lies, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, sis, let's go ahead and close this out. Thank you for your divine guidance, Spirit. Send love, light, and peace to sis, wherever she is in the world, known and unknown spaces, past, present, and future, that she be divinely covered by the light at all times. Amen and ashe. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. All right, sis. So that was your reading. I appreciate you as always. I hope you have a safe week. Okay. And Eloni, you are up next. Sid. And I just got a notification. Rachael. So Rachael, you'll be after Sid, which is person 7 on the list. Okay. All right. So Eloni, you are up next, sis. Let's get it. Your timestamp is 52 on the dot. 52 minutes on the clock. All right. So you wanted to ask a general love question. So let's tap in, see what Spirit wants you to know. Or just personal love. Personal. Okay. Okay. It's a personal love spread. Let's see what's going on. Bonnie. It's for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. Yep, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What does Eloni need to know? Divine spirit surrounding her love life. And happy birthday to her father on the other side. May he be present. Maybe I'll do that. Cause you don't have a person. Cause I was gonna use. Usually when I do my love spreads, I use this. But since it's like technically like there's no person in question, I think I'm going to pull an ancestor message and see what wants to come through. See if he wants to say anything. Okay, 9 of Cups. You're welcome. Let's see. Tower, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Oh, you got quite a few cards. Okay, I'm gonna just take these because these are coming out. Okay. Yeah. So the self-focused journey right now, like mainly focus on like your own personal peace and joy with the 9 of Cups. It's causing you to change like your perception around love and relationships. Like the foundation of love, maybe your perception of it is changed dramatically, I feel like. Or drastically, I should say, it's shifted. I feel like you're still in the process of clearing and making sense of certain things, especially the tower being, potentially like a breakup of a foundation that has dismantled. But I feel like with that tower dismantling, so goes the whatever is dismantled, so are the thoughts, the feelings, the beliefs, the desires that come with the faulty foundations. Those also are being dismantled as well. So I feel like you're processing that still. Yeah, kind of seeing things from a balanced perspective, maybe also from like a woman's perspective and a man's perspective. There's some type of balance in that. Could be due to conversations that you have had. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like podcasts. Like, you know how men and women, they have like those relationship podcasts, and the women talk about like their perception on certain topics around love, and then the men will have theirs. It's kind of like that, but it's not literally like a podcast. But I'm getting that energy and taking into consideration both sides, both perceptions. Yeah, like seeing past the smoke and mirrors with the Seven of Cups, your ideals, your desire. Oh, I know why. Sorry. Can y'all hear? Hold on. That was crazy. Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear? I think it was okay. My connection, I didn't even notice it cuz my phone is like flat facing the table, so I can't see it. And if I don't have my sound on for my other on my iPad, then I didn't notice it. Yeah, it was my connection. It said reconnect. So where did I leave off? Cause I was going in. No, we gonna chop that interference. We ain't doing that. Yeah, let me know where I left off, and I'm gonna pick up because I don't want to skip anything that I said. Because if I gotta reiterate it, we gonna reiterate it. Fantasies balance. Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying, like as far as like your kind of like your discernment of like what is healthy insights and desires and goals and ambitions versus where they're coming from a place of lack, or a wounded space, loneliness, whatever, right? um because I feel like you are also not taking on more than what you can chew in love, or on things that you shouldn't. So it's like it's a difference between you and your partner supporting each other when you're something, or when they're going through something, supporting each other. There's a difference between that versus like taking on a responsibility for the other partner, or wanting them or making them take on a responsibility for you, in which like you both are individually responsible for yourselves, right? In a way, like there's certain things that you have to do for yourself on your own. So I feel like that weight, that energy is like I'm not taking on more than I could chew anymore. Like that burdensome energy, or I don't want to be a burden to someone else. It's like you want to have a healthy relationship with yourself and your person to have a healthy relationship with themselves, that when it requires for them to show up in the relationship, that they'll do it on their own, or the things that they're working through, like yeah, we'll support each other, but also at the same time, like we both have to take responsibility. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, because I feel like your person, like this energy is actually like kind of like a signal, like a lighthouse to the universe to send in the right individual. And also, I feel like your approach to love is like more so seeking guidance from spirit about your person. Like before, like if anybody comes into your atmosphere now, it's more so of a more of a close relationship, or seeking guidance from spirit. Like, I'm not going to move unless I feel guided to move in this direction. I'm going to be very careful about this now. I'm going to be very sensitive about the energies that I entertain, or the people that I entertain. Like, it's more of a consulting source guide, a little bit more, or taking it a bit more seriously. But you do have a connection that's going to be very strong. Like I said, because of the energy that you're in, it's like it's showing your ability. Like it might be tough to address and face certain things that you have, but the fact that you have the courageousness to do it, to kind of throw yourself in the fire, to be reborn again, to transform, to die to the self, like turn a mirror towards yourself. It's kind of putting this signal out into the universe, like of the type of person that you really need and that you really deserve and really desire, like a healthy connection. And it's more of a like a grounded pursuit of what you want in love. Like again, like that whole discerning what type of your fantasies, your dreams, your like your desires when it comes to love, like discerning which ones are in alignment with what's really of your highest good versus the ones that are coming from empty spaces. Because it's not about like, oh, this is realistic and this is like fantasy and this is like fake and unrealistic and can never happen. It's like, no, a healthy connection is realistic. A relationship where somebody is over the moon about you and loves you for who you are, that is realistic. That's not a fairy tale. It's not something that is unrealistic. It's real, you know. So it's that healthy balance between that as well. So realistic goals or fantasies don't necessarily mean that it's like, oh, well, girl, get your hell out the cloud. Ain't no man gonna do X, Y, and Z for you. That's, you know, you need to get out the clouds. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with somebody that is in love with you and is who you are, goes over the moon for you, and vice versa. Like, that is very real. Someone that is faithful and honest and all those things like that. You know, it's unrealistic to think that every man is gonna cheat and every man just, you know, like, that's unrealistic, you know. So no, you do have some type of powerful connection energy. I feel like you have a person. Like, that's the thing. You have someone. Their identity's hidden. I feel like, though. Yeah, because he's all armored up. You can't even see him at all. Like, he's hidden. That night is completely hidden. Okay, so you have hanging on. Release the past and let yourself love again. Open, receptive, begin. And then mapping the way says explore love and unearth unexpected treasures, surprise, gifts, and adventure. Like, yeah, your love life is, it might seem like it's crazy as fuck. It has a story. It has character. It, you know? But that's where we get our journeys wrong, when we think that it has to go a certain way and it might not be ideal. Like, well, damn, spirit, why I have to go through that? Why I have to meet this person? Why did that have to happen? Like, it's going to hold some type of powerful significance later. Okay, I'm gonna get my ancestor cards real quick. Yeah. Shoot, tell me about y'all. I know love it is crazy. You know, it is very crazy. Life itself is crazy. Take love out, like, just it don't ever go the way we think it's gonna go. That's the thing. Like, we can have our future plans and things like that, but that's why sometimes we just gotta go along for the ride. And spirit, where you taking me? Like, GPS system, we know we going here, but the way that we're going to get there, I got to trust you how we going to get there, because sometimes we might have those detours. We might think this is the map, this is the way to get there, but if there's traffic or construction going on or something just happens to happen, we're going to have to take another route, and it might not be the way that we expected it to, but we got to trust that we're going to get to our destination. Let me grab my cards real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna get a message since we're not using the love messages. I'm gonna use the ancestor messages for you. See what your pop wants you to know. Okay, messages from Eloni's father. Ask permission to tap into his essence, his soul energy on the other side, and what is his message for her? What does he want her to know? What does Eloni's father want her to know? Wow, what flew out? Fearlessness, explore, 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮, and dynamic. Okay, let's see what else. 3 cards. I'm gonna take 3. Partnership, value, reverence, and flow. The healer, release. Yeah. So I feel like your father is also kind of, I feel like, involved in your love life. Not in a sense of like controlling you, because it feels like a encouragement, like you got this type of energy, like your fearlessness. Your energy, I feel like when it comes to what you're meant to have, it's very clear on not settling. You have a healer vibe, so it's natural that you're going to attract all types of people, including wounded energies. It's up to you to discern what's for you, right? Who's for you? Because you and your partner are equal. Somebody that's equal and reverences you and you reverencing them. It's not a energy that's an imbalance. Someone that's not going to zap your power, because I feel like, if any, this is the clear sign that it is not for you. If it is something that makes you feel like you have to compromise yourself or your power, your energy, your essence, your gifts, that is not your person. Because your person and you stand tall and stand strong together in your own giftings and your own abilities, your own purposes and callings, your own gifts, right? So your father is here, I feel like, as this guide. I don't know if he had a dog, or like a, I don't know, like a special, I don't know, like a special connection with the dog, or likes dogs, like big dogs specifically. But I kind of get like this guidance, like a 𝓛𝓸𝓿𝓮 type energy, like a guide, even in the underworld, like a protector. Yeah. It's like, I protect you, I walk with you, but I can't push you, I can't force you to go in a certain direction or do certain things. You have to know your power for yourself. Yeah, you have to know your power for yourself. It's something that you're being called to release too, or you are still releasing. But yeah, something around like compromising yourself, like um exploring those deeper parts of yourself. If a partner caps that for you, they are not the one. Yeah, they're not the one. Yeah, I don't want to call him a dog, because I'm not getting like he's literally a dog or he's in a form of a dog, but it gives me that type of protector energy, like a 𝓛𝓸𝓿 energy. Yeah, yeah. So though he is your protector, he doesn't force, he doesn't push you into things. It's like almost kind of like when a child is riding their bike and their parents let them kind of like let them go and let them, because they'll help them around like the first few rounds or whatever, like to help them, show them how to ride their bike, and then they release them to do it on their own. That's the energy I get from your dad with you. So like over these like this coming like energy or season that you're in, as you're releasing the old and the old ways and in love and relationships, you may discover different parts of yourself, as far as like your power, your energy, your healing. um yeah, because this couple looks very powerful to me, this couple standing in front of this pyramid. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing, sis. I hope that was helpful and insightful. Yeah, your person could be on a spiritual quest, a transformation as well themselves, like, figuring out what they need to figure out in life. But yeah. All right, you're welcome, sis. My pleasure. You're welcome. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, thank you for dropping by. Let's close the energies out. Divine Source God. Close this energy out with love, light, and peace. We send Eloni love, light, and peace, and harmony and balance. Thank you to her father for his energy exchange, his presence. Thank you. And we close this out, sending love, light, and peace, and covering and divine protection to surround Eloni's environment wherever she is, past, present, and future, known and unknown spaces, that she is forevermore divinely covered and protected by the light. Amen and ashe, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, let me know. Okay. Yeah, let me know. All right. So, Miss Sid, you are up next. Rachel. All right. Okay, let me get Sydney's timestamp. Okay, let me see. Sydney, we are in the 70s. Okay, 70:35. That is, I think, 11. I think. Ooh, I be messing up my time conversion sometimes, but let me see, 70 minutes. I want to make sure I'm getting the timestamp right. Yeah, 110. Okay, just making sure. All right, so Sydney. For your person, you keep saying signs related to love. Hey, sis. All right, let's get it. I keep shaking these lights and cameras. All right, let's tap in. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sydney in regards to her person? She keeps saying signs in regards to love. What is the insight? Okay, Ace of Swords. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Cups. It's like your divine team, not enticing you like in a negative way, but like kind of like a child, like putting you in more of a lighter energy, kind of like a water sign, Piscean type energy, whimsical, like let's go with the flow, let's look at love magical, like let's have fun with this point in our journey. Like we're giving you these signs. Let's see. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, like Queen of Pentacles energy doesn't really give me seriousness all the time. Because like technically you would be the Queen of Pentacles as an earth sign. But I'm getting like they want you to like relax, be present, enjoy, like let us, it's almost like let us put on a show for you, but it's not like in a sense of entertainment, like it's something that is fake and faulty, like you have to put on a show and theatrics, but more so in a way like let us show you the supernatural, the, I don't know, I'm getting like the magic. Because sometimes signs and synchronicities, like sometimes we can take them as like spirit fucking with us, taunting us, like, why are you doing this? Like, what does this mean? Like, you're just doing this. Like, no, like sometimes it's, we're showing you this, like, shit is real out here. It's magical. It's beautiful. Like, open up. Like, let us show you. So it might be a bit of questions around what the signs mean and things like that, but nonetheless they want you to sit back and look at it as like the universe is speaking something beautiful, like their language, not the night circus. That's one way to look at it. Shit. What else? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, to see that you're nurtured, you're loved, you're cared for. The Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Sun. Wow. Okay. There is positive movement when it comes to your love life. You could be moving into a new phase in your love life, like you're kind of ushering into that. That could be what the signs are telling you, like there's new energies that's forming that you're moving into, new experiences that you're going to have in love. They just want you to be like, just relax, because how it's going to happen is going to wow you and surprise you. It's not going to be as mapped out as planned as you might think. Like spirit could tell you certain things. Spirit could tell me certain things to tell you, and you know, maybe even Briana, you know, like messages of like clues and puzzles. But like I always tell you, they give it to you in these pieces for a reason. Like they're not going to give it to you in bulk. Like even like if they give you a big detail, like let's say for instance, you're going to go to like I don't know, a farmer's market. You're going to meet a guy there. blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, is that a sign that that person at the farmer's market is going to be my husband? No, that person could be that catalyst or that little part of the little puzzle piece to bring you to your person. Like something about their energy, their essence is important, but that doesn't mean that it's them. It's like they'll give you things, but I'm getting like they're going to give you things and it's a puzzle piece though. It's not like you might take it as like, okay, this is like spirit saying when I go to this gala, I'm going to meet a person there and it's going to be potentially my person. No, the gala meets somebody there. There's something about that exchange, that experience that's going to make sense later in the grander scheme of things. They're not the grander scheme. Reason, for whatever reason, they're not going to do that. I don't know why not? I always get this. Like they're giving you puzzle pieces. They're not going to give it to you in bulk. Prophecy is told in parts anyhow, you know, like, because sometimes I feel our, you know, our digestion as humans, we can't take too much information anyway. Definitely not spiritual guidance and information because it's sometimes it's far beyond our human comprehension. So it's like let's give it to them in a way that's palatable, in a way that they can digest it. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. Yeah, if you can stick it out and push through like your love life with courage and not don't compare your journey because it's like very easy to do that based off of not like necessarily comparing yourself to people specifically, but just like the culture of dating and age. And like if you get pressured into that, that is going to snare you mentally, like keep you in this negative headspace or starting to get anxious or beat yourself up and things like that, get frustrated. And that's not what they want for you. Your love journey is going to be unique to you. The more in the flow, the more open and receptive you are to that, the lighter it's going to be for you. The journey, not so heavy, you know, or too much in your head trying to make sense of things that maybe you're not supposed to make sense of fully, or if at all make sense of. It's just kind of like, okay, that's an occurrence, that's an experience, I'm open to it. Yeah, because the sun ending the spread, to me, it feels like a promise of positive outcome of love. But it's also a testament of some type of revitalization, some type of new energy that you embody, kind of like a rebirth, feeling lighter, feeling free, like a lack of heaviness. Okay, let me see. Clarify. Yeah, you're in, like it's a blessing. Like I feel because I think earth signs like we oh my god, we can be too hands on with our life, like because we rule the earth realm, the material realm. So we have to have that ground, that level of like practicality, like this is the plan, this is what's up, this is what's going on. I feel like air signs might be kind of similar to an extent. But the blessing that I'm seeing as the Queen of Pentacles energy is saying that you are safe, nurtured, and loved and cared for, lovingly cared for, to where you can relax because there's some heavy hands on your like on your destiny, on your path. Yes, you walk the destiny and the path in a way in your free will, but nonetheless, like the outcome is going to still be the same. The way to it might be different. The destination is still the same. The path might switch up. It might have its twists and its turns. But these hands, they're heavily on this. It's like a strong protective energy over your destiny, your path. It's not a negative. It feels like that if you're used to being in control or you need to know, that the control could come from the need to know or too much specifics and things like that. But the fact that you can relax and trust, like you don't gotta like, you know, overwork your brain, you know, let your brain rest a little bit. You can sit back, you can relax because we got this. Like you don't have nothing to worry about. Like we got you. All we need you to do is flow. All we need you to do is flow. And the more present, the more clear things are to you, I feel. I hope this is making sense. Spirit, what is the advice or guidance? Okay. Allow love to mend your heart, to let you trust again, whole, healing, lovable. Um, Not the love potion. It says open your heart to truly feel the magic of love. Yeah, that's the key word, magic. Okay. Begin, risk, and healing. The word healing came out twice. The key words healing. So there is something that you are maybe specifically working towards or healing or have been when it comes to your love life. Maybe as of recently, allowing you to trust and open up to love again or feel safe in that, because when the right person comes, I feel like it's going to scare you. And I get this a lot for the people that I read for, that if you're used to a certain type of dynamic in love, and our first dynamics that we experience in love is with our parents, our mom and our dad. That's our first love experience that we'll ever have. And sometimes those don't feel safe, right? They don't feel as nurturing. So when you go out into the world and you're connecting romantically with the person, to experience a love that feels safe and secure will feel foreign and naturally will feel uncomfortable, may make you feel scared or unworthy or maybe even want to run from it. So when the right person comes, that love is not going to, it's not going to feel completely safe at first. And not because this person is presenting something to you that is like red flags or, unreliable or fuckboy energy. It's because it does feel safe and secure, and it's going to make you a little scared, I feel like. But the healing works that you've done and will do, I feel like will help you to work through that, to not cause you to run or cause you to sabotage. Because I feel like the energies or the connections maybe that you've run into is people that also feel that fear of security and safety. Once they feel that stability, that security, that someone really genuinely cares and will show up for them, that it's safe here, they start questioning it, they start doubting, they start getting insecure, and then they run or they do something to sabotage it. With your true loving connection, that's not going to be the case. That's not going to happen. This is somebody that's going to make you feel secure, make you feel safe naturally. They don't have to prove anything to you, and it's not going to be all, these fancy words and love. It's not going to be all of that. It's something that just is. It's like safety. It's not a whole bunch of butterflies and oh, I want to just jump his bones all the time. Not saying that you won't be sexually attracted, but you can tell that the connection is healthy. I feel like you're going to want to be around this person a lot. You're going to be wanting to be around their energy a lot. You're going to feel safe in their energy. It's not going to feel anxious. It's not going to be like, oh my God, is he going to stay? Is he going to do this? It's not going to be any of that. Yeah. Be open. If if anything, take from this, like Queen of Pentacles, be in that receptive energy, but also be that Queen of Cups. It's okay. Get in that little water. It's okay. We might call it Delulu sometimes. No. If it's coming from a balanced place, be in that magical energy and like look at the signs and synchronicities from a place of wonder. Like, oh my God, like, okay, spirit speaking. There was a time where, and I don't know how to get back to that place, but there was a time when I first started really paying attention to synchronicities on my journey, I would get excited. I would like screenshot everything. I would document it. I just felt like something beautiful was happening in my love life. But of course I was projecting like onto a person when it was really about the journey and it was about where I'm heading and where I'm going, and just to enjoy that shit. Enjoy it. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Long story short, I hope that was helpful, since I know my reading sometimes be like, what the fuck is she talking about? What's she talking about? But no, yeah, so I'm getting. Alrighty. Now I saw, what's that song by Ace? I think it's called Ace Base. I heard that song in my head. I saw that. And it opened the eyes, I saw the sun. I don't know the words to that song, but you know. Alrighty, let's close it out, Spirit. We send love, light, and peace to Sydney wherever she is in the world, Spirit. Spaces known and unknown spaces. May she be divinely covered by the light at all times forevermore. Amen. Ashe. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. All right. All right, sis. I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. You might have to sit with it a little bit. I don't know. But yeah. All right. So Miss Ma'am, Miss Rachel, you're up next, sis. So I don't know. This is my last person on the list unless anybody else is interested. If not, Rachel, last but not least. So let's get your timestamp. You're welcome. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, let's see. I think we're in the 80s. Are we? Let me see. What does that say? 86 minutes. So that is, are we in the 20s now? 126, I think. Let me see. Again, my time conversions. Let me see. I'm going to calculate it real quick. 1 hour and 26. Yep, I was right. But I'm going to do 1 hour 27 to give us a new minute. All right. So, Rachel, yours is a love spread as well. And you're asking about a specific person. So, let's keep it. Let's keep this train, this love train going. All right. All right, Divine Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom and insight and truth and clarity for Miss Rachel and her person of interest. I ask for permission to tap into their energy. The tower flew out. Okay, let's see. Where is Rachel's energy concerning this connection? Okay. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Oh, you not pleased with something. What's going on? Where's this person's energy in regards to Rachel? Yeah, it's like you want, yeah, y'all both kind of like in a mood. I'm going to take these because I feel like it's going to help me clarify the rest of the spread. So you got the moon at the bottom. Yeah, it's a lot of uncertainty. You have some issues here with the connection and they have some issues with it. Like some things that they're not pleased with and things you're not pleased with. And I feel it's like you guys can't cling on to something of the past anymore. It's like it's almost a forcing you both to like shift out of a certain energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, causing you, something could have happened. Like I hear the word devastation, but it doesn't have to be like something that devastated you personally, but like the connection itself, the relationship. Like if you were to compare this to, let's say, like an earthquake, like something shook the connection, the foundation up, but it needed to, because there's like this fixed energy that it could be something when it comes to your perception of love, your connection, how it's supposed to flow and how it's supposed to go. There's a disconnect. You feel like this person, when you really look at the dynamic, when you really look at the situation, there's something lacking. You know it for a fact. It's like this, I'm not happy with this. I'm not pleased with this. You may feel like you guys aren't really putting in the effort that you should into your connection, because I feel like this is an energy where you're being honest with yourself in the situation. Like we haven't really been giving to this in the way that we should or in the way that we could, because looking at their energy, they also have a similar sentiment as you, to where they also perceive that there's all this potential, but where is it really growing? Where is it going, if anything? Am I putting in the effort and in the energy and the intention? And I would say no. I feel like this person and you realize that you're not. You have these three major arcana cards, actually four, but these three came out together: the Emperor, the Strength card, and the Hermit. There's like this power play, power dynamic, where it could be someone is trying to, more so getting your person's energy, trying to figure out which way to steer this or direct this from a very responsible, mature standpoint. Um, Trying to handle this in a very clear-minded, um, maybe even like methodic, like, hmm. They're gonna uncover like a truth about themselves. There's something that they're going to uncover and tap into and see. Have a level of understanding. Because I get like you're both going through this power play where I feel like you're used to steering things and directing things in relationships. And maybe this person also has a quality of being an authoritative figure or likes to be the leader, likes to be in control of situations and maybe specifically their relationships. So if you have a perception of the way things should go in a relationship and they have another, there's room for clashing. Or they might even have kind of settled in, I don't know, I'm getting, this is just what I'm getting intuitively without the cards guiding this. I feel like sometimes this person kind of relaxes and not takes the lead or takes action in a way that maybe they should, and you end up being the one that steers it a lot. So typically it could happen multiple ways, but like let's say when women kind of step into that role where the man just kind of gets too relaxed and they don't take any action, um, where you're the one that's always trying to bring resolution and solutions to the connection, or you're always the one initiating things or taking the lead where the other person doesn't do that or doesn't do it at all, or you're the one that's always, showing up emotionally or expressing yourself, and this person doesn't. They hold back. They just, they're like a shell. They don't talk, or they change the subject, or they're avoidant, things like that. I'm kind of getting that here. So that's making them look at themselves and be like, okay, like in a realistic perception of themselves, like, or to see the error in some capacity. I'm getting. Mm. I don't know if you both are, because I feel like a distancing energy, or someone feels like they need to distance themselves in order to feel, to heal maybe. There's like a drained energy I feel coming from both of you. Like one of you or both of you feels drained, overwhelmed. See, there's a lot going on here. A lot of like uncovering of truth and seeing things from a clear perspective. I feel when it comes to like things that were not paid attention to or things you couldn't see. Remember that you are deserving of happiness, worthy, right, genuine. See a passion. Take a moment to reflect on your own needs. Yeah, this is, Spirit is encouraging you both, I feel. But this is your reading. So definitely take the message, personal for yourself. Like they have their free will. Whether they take the opportunity to, reflect on themselves and self-care, take a break, give themselves space. I don't know if that was for you. I'm going to put it back. If it come out again, come out. Spirit, what is this person's truth that we have permission to? Okay, this card. I'm fearful of reaching out. Now, it doesn't have to be literally like y'all are not talking and they're afraid to like contact you. It could be like that expression, that vulnerability, being open. Because there's a lot of hidden energy, hidden emotions. Player, so beware. Yeah. Commitment is something that I feel like this person is this person is afraid of truly committing or showing up. Even if this person has been in so-called relationships and even married, because I feel like I don't want to say like we overlook things like the obvious. Like some things are not as practical as they seem. Like we can look on the outside and say, oh, well, how can somebody be afraid of commitment and they're in a whole relationship or they're married? Why do people have babies before they get married? Like people, there's people out there that rather commit to having a whole bring a whole nother human being into existence, tying themselves, their DNA with somebody else's DNA and being caught up in that person's life forever, rather than getting married where you can go get a divorce. You can't divorce children. You can't do that, right? People's priorities are all fucked up. But you can be in a marriage and be afraid of commitment. If you marry a person that doesn't require you to show up in a healthy way in a relationship where it's an equal exchange of energy, time, and showing up, even when it's hard, you're not really committing to anything. Yeah, you might have signed some papers and said some vows. People don't take marriage seriously or sacred. So you can do that. You can go to the altar or go to the courthouse, do whatever, get down on one knee, whatever you do. But in your heart, in your mind, your will, and your emotions, you're not committed. This person, I feel like, they're not, they know that where they're at, how they show up, is not constructive. It's not something you can build upon. And I feel like it comes from a place of fear. They are aware that you guys have a strong connection. This person doesn't deny the exchange or the energy that's there between the two of you. I feel like they do want you in their life. This person very much so cares about you. So two things could be true at once. A person may not be built or fit for a union or marriage right now or ready, still like playing around or whatever, and can still care about you in their own way and in the best of their capacity and understanding and ability to love at the time. But that doesn't make it necessarily okay though, right? Yeah, this energy is giving separation or the need to give yourself the space to take care of yourself and sit with yourselves. Figure out what it is that you need and what you want. Like giving yourself that breather. It might be too much energy, too much heaviness, too much confusion. Because I feel like I want to throw up. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you guys make each other sick and nauseous like that. But it's like the energy. There's a need for release. It feels just, it's uncomfortable feeling to me. This doesn't feel, the best way that I can describe this is like when you're in a connection that is either unhealthy or just like one that needs some work, you have to have me time. I feel like couples need that. Me time does not have to be about going out and getting drunk with your girls and your homeboys and all of that, or sleeping with another man or woman. But genuinely that time for yourself to just sit and to think and to feel and to maybe get back to self. Like, because, we can get caught up and lost in a relationship sometimes or connection. And I feel like this energy is calling you guys to take a step back from this right now. It's too much going on. It's too much energy. There's a need for a release. Sometimes that's what couples need, to get back to each other, to get back together. It's like if you are distant from your own self, your own needs, your own voice, your own emotions, you're not going to be, a helpful partner. Like you're not going to be able to show up if you are not taking care of yourself. Same thing with mothers. Putting too much energy into everybody else but yourself. It's beautiful. Show up for your family, your children, yes, as a mother. But you have to have time for yourself. People think that's selfish. It's not selfish. You have to have that time for yourself. Otherwise, you will go crazy. You'll be depressed. You'll be miserable. If you're not in a relationship with this person, still, this energy can be overwhelming if it's like up in your face. It's this constant back and forth thing. It's this roller coaster ride, or there's other people involved or other opinions. Like it will make you feel like you're energetically drowning. So I feel like there's a need for a break for both of y'all to take a little bit of a step back, take some time. Don't gotta be forever or for a long extensive period of time, but there needs to be time for self outside of this, like your identity separate from this person, and their identity separate from you, or just love for a second. Like take a step back from the identity, like your identity being yoked into love and relationships and needing to have somebody to date and go out with and talk to and sleep with and have a title. Like separate from that for a second, decenter that for a time as you're led to. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting for you, sis. Long story short. Long story short. Because that was long, child. But, yeah, that's what I'm saying for you, Rachel. I think that will conclude our live for this evening because I'm not seeing anything else on here. Um, or any other notifications or submissions for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and close the readings out, put the timestamps up. So if you guys miss your reading or you want to come back, sit with it, reflect, you guys can do that. But nonetheless, I'm sending you guys much love, light, and peace. So Miss Rachel, I'm sending you love, light, and peace, you and your person in question as well. Wherever you guys are in the world, past, present, or future, known and unknown spaces, that you will be divinely covered by the light, divine source God. We cover them with the light. Close this energy out with love and light as well. And peace and harmony. Amen and ashe. And so it is. Thank you for those of you that showed love on the chat, even if you didn't submit a reading tonight. I appreciate you guys. And as always, much love. Until the next read, I'll catch you guys then. Peace.